Who is Brandi Glanville's ex-husband, Eddie? Inside the marriage and divorce of the Real Housewife, Brandi Glanville has been in the news for her DIY incident gone wrong. Amid that, fans have grown curious about her personal life, especially about her relationship with her ex-husband, Eddie Cibrian. Brandi Glanville is an American television personality and former model. She rose to fame with the reality television series The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and The Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip. Brandi also hosts a podcast named Brandi Glanville Unfiltered and has appeared on several TV shows, including Celebrity Big Brother, Famously Single, and My Kitchen Rules. Over the years, she also wrote a few books, Drinking and Tweeting, and Other Brandi Blunders and Drinking and Dating, which became New York Times bestsellers. However, this time, Brandi Glanville has caught the attention of the internet for the reasons she wouldn't have imagined. For the unversed, Brandi has been dealing with a facial deformity for a while now, and in an attempt to fix her face, she used a hair removal cream, which ended up giving her some severe chemical burns. Nonetheless, the internet persona has been taking the losses like a champ, and this has reminded the netizens of her relationship with her ex-husband, Eddie Cibrian, which too ended in several burns and blisters. Brandi Glanville and Eddie Cibrian crossed paths in the late 1990s through mutual friends. While Brandi worked as a model at the time, Eddie was paving his path as an actor. The duo soon bonded and quickly became a couple. Their chemistry was undeniable, and pretty soon they became one of Hollywood's golden couple. The duo had only been dating for a year when Eddie got down on one knee on New Year's Eve and asked the gorgeous model to be his forever. Brandi Glanville and Eddie Cibrian soon started planning their lavish wedding and tied the knot in April 2001. Brandi Glanville and Eddie Cibrian's family life. Brandi Glanville and Eddie Cibrian were in love, married, and all set to build a life together. The duo bought a house together and soon after welcomed their first son, Mason, in 2003. 4 years later, in 2007, Brandi and Eddie welcomed their second son, Jake. However, while all looked perfect on the surface, a lot started happening behind the scenes, and mostly for the worse. Brandi appeared as the perfect mother and wife, all the while her marriage was slipping away from her. Eddie Cibrian cheated on his wife, Brandi Glanville, with LeAnn Rimes. In March 2009, Us Weekly broke the news that Eddie Cibrian was having an affair with the country singer LeAnn Rimes. The news shattered Brandi Glanville and Eddie's relationship. According to reports, Eddie was caught spending alone time with LeAnn while filming the TV movie Northern Lights. The news made Eddie and Brandi the face of every tabloid, and the latter accused her husband of betrayal. Soon after, they shared that they will be taking some apart. However, they were not able to mend their relationship, and Brandi filed for a divorce 5 months later. After a long divorce battle, their divorce was finalized in 2010. Their divorce came after months of public battles over custody and finances. While Brandi talked about the emotional betrayal she had gone through, Eddie went ahead and married LeAnn, which further drew serious criticism from the public. In a conversation with the Jeff Probst show in 2012, Brandi talked about her emotional struggle and stated, "The reason it is so bad is that she was pretending to be my friend as well. It would have been better had I not known her, and they were just having an affair. We're sitting there, and she's pretending they're pals, and she's sleeping with my husband." Brandi Glanville and Eddie Cibrian moved on and formed a cordial relationship for the sake of their kids. Over time, Brandi Glanville and Eddie Cibrian decided to let go of their differences and managed to be cordial enough to co-parent their children, Mason and Jake. However, a bitter tint always strains their relationship. The duo acknowledged that they both wanted what was best for their kids and prioritized them over their differences. While LeAnn's presence in their lives complicated things and created tension between her and Brandi, they have found a more settled and functional dynamic. However, it's clear that the rift between Brandi Glanville and Eddie Cibrian has not been completely forgotten, as they often clash publicly. But for the sake of their children, the level of intensity has gotten much in control, as Brandi has often shared that she is now focusing more on her own growth. More about Brandi Glanville and Eddie Cibrian. Since their divorce, Brandi has turned her attention towards her career and personal growth. She became a famous internet personality, branching out into several fields of the creative realm, including podcasting and writing. She is often seen discussing her post-divorce struggles and being a single mother. However, her journey has been one of healing and rebuilding her life, even through the emotional challenges of dealing with Eddie and Leanne's relationship. Eddie, on the other hand, has been building a life with Leanne. While their marriage was met with skepticism originally, they found stability in the chaos and now are raising Eddie's children alongside their own. The couple occasionally defend their love story in the media. However, they have also accepted the reality of their situation. As for Brandi's relationship with Leanne and Eddie, it remains strained. They've had moments of peace, but their rivalry continues to simmer beneath the surface. What are your thoughts on Brandi Glanville and Eddie Cibrian's relationship? Next read, Lonnie Anderson dies at the age of 79. All you need to know about her 4 husbands, net worth, kids.